Well, hello and welcome people to the internet to another adventure. My name is Ganyonz and today we're checking out Boons Burdens, a game that just dropped into its full release only a couple days ago, July 16th, and is pretty cool. For only $6, you get a lot of game here. This is the demo version, so there is going to be a lot locked behind that demo version. If you want to check out for the game for yourself, either the demo version or the full version, link will of course be down below in the description. But what is Boons Burdens? Well, this is a small-scale arena bullet heaven, but it also has a bullet heaven. So basically there's two types of bullet heavens. Basically there is a vampire survivor style bullet heaven where you can just run out the clock and try and get to the end and run out the timer. Or I think there is a more Brotato style bullet heaven version here. So basically the version that we have access to that we're going to play here is the arena. This is where, if we go into our difficulties here, normal difficulty, can you survive for 15 minutes? And then there's going to be additional difficulties, or you can delve. And this to me, again, sounds a little bit more like Brotato, right? So jump through portals in a race against time, battle bosses, complete objectives, and make sacrifices to defeat the evil within, upgrade between rounds with collected gems. So that's why it kind of sounds like Brotato to me. So kind of cool. You get two different versions of the bullet heaven in this game. We also have a kind of Wizard of Legends style equipment slot here to start off our rounds. We have 4 different mages that we have. We have a Cryomancer, Pyromancer, Geomancer, and Electromancer, all the different elements. We have different weapons. Currently, I haven't unlocked any. They're all kind of locked behind achievements. So you need to do something with the class and the base equipment before you get the upgraded version. So what do we have for weapons here? Well, we have the Frost Pulse Staff, which does a little blast here. We also have this tome here, which does a gust of cold breeze. We also, if we come down here to the rug here, this is going to charge up our ultimate. So basically, we have our ultimate down here. This is our charge bar. We do that, get a little frozen fist, boom, freezes our enemies. We also have our, that's our middle mouse button if you're playing on mouse and keyboard. Right click over here is this button. You can see the charge up down here. And left click is, of course, our basic attack, which we can use like such. We also have a charm up here. Your staff bolts have a 10% base chance to freeze enemies for 1 second and gain plus 10% bonus chance to freeze an enemy on every attack. Bonus resets on recharge. Now, from what I have gathered here, the recharge is this down here. There's not a lot in terms of tutorial for UI or anything. We have up here our timer, our health. This is eventually going to be our experience bar once we jump in. I haven't figured out what this is yet. Don't know. And then our score up here. Let's go ahead and jump into a run, see what we got going on, and then we can jump back in here and see some of the other stuff that you're gonna, figure out for future runs. Jump into the arena and see what's going on. And when I say small scale arena, I mean small scale arena. There is not a lot of space to move here. So I'm going to be honest, I've played this a little bit. I've died a lot. I've made it pretty far, and it's pretty fun. There's a lot of different types of upgrades you can get. What I believe is that there are going to be different upgrades for different characters, I'm guessing, because some of the upgrades are kind of specific to, a more cryo style character. Some are focused a little bit more on pyro style characters. I'm not sure though. It could just be that you get the whole slot. Now, here is our bullet heaven style where we get to pick what upgrades we want. Basically here, we have a little map here. The middle section here is the upgrade that we're looking at least the base upgrade. We then get to split off. So if we were to take this expansion upgrade, totems gain 20 range. Well, not super great when we don't have any totems, so let's take someone else. Let's take Close Call. When enemies within a short distance of you die, you have a 30% chance to create a 10 damage electric beam around you in a random direction. This chance increases by 10% with each enemy death until triggered and then resets. 20% static chance. Now, I'm guessing static maybe is like a stun, not sure, but basically this is the first one. The next time we would roll this ability, we will instead roll one of the upgrades. So we could get Culling Field, choose Call, or Close Call can now trigger when an enemy dies within an active totem's radius. So that might be, we want to go maybe a little bit more of a totem electric build, or we can get Divine Call. Close Call grants half a Thurgic power every time it damages an enemy, which is basically your ultimate. So whenever this damages an enemy, we get a little more ultimate. Now, what I haven't figured out yet is the purpose. Now, obviously, I understand these are different groupings, right? This is a beam and electric attack. This is a, let's see, come over here, totem, Again, this is totem or a summon. I haven't noticed if there are any synergies other than what these specifically say, right? This is totems gain 20% range. So other than the synergies that we see here, this being a totem, I don't know if there are any built-in synergies. You know, you have like 3 different totem abilities. You get a small buff. Don't know about that yet. I haven't noticed any of that. Let's see. When enemies within a short distance of you die, you have a 30% chance to create a 10 damage electric beam around you in a random direction. This chance increases... Oh, wait. That's that. I was looking for this. Gain a totem that when active deals 5 damage to 6 enemies in its area every 0.33 seconds. Okay, so let's take this totem. It's just pretty consistent damage. Go ahead and choose that. And so, of course, like your traditional bullet heaven, we're going to have a bunch of experience gems on the ground. The bigger ones give more experience. There's also a lot of different ones. Now, of note, there is also, you can see there above our ultimate, a ×4. I believe that is just increasing the amount of experience that our ultimate gets upon charge. Again, I haven't confirmed that because there's nowhere in the game that really confirms these things, so I kind of just have to go off intuition. Spirit Wisp, 3 spirits swirl around you, dealing 25 damage to enemies upon impact. Despawn after 5 impacts. When no wisps remain, they all respawn. I kind of like the wisps. We also have a long shock. Gain a second targeting cursor that's further away. Every 3 staff attacks marks the enemy near the cursor with a rune, and fire an electric rune seeker that deals 15 electric damage. I think the other thing is that I haven't found on enemies... I mean, I'm going to be honest. It's a fast-paced game, so I haven't really been looking. I don't really have a bearing on how good 15 electric damage is. So that's kind of tough in order to pick from. We have a charging totem. Gains a totem that spawns an orb every 1 second that grants +2 attack charges on your staff the next time you recharge. I don't really know what that does, to be completely honest. I'm going to go with the wisps. I've liked the wisps in the past. In the past, meaning the previous, like, 20 minutes that I was playing this game before recording. And now, one of the things we're going to need to do, we're going to obviously need to make sure that we're gathering all these gems. The gems do go away, right? This is not a bullet heaven where you can just kind of sit back and wait for a magnet. Let's see, quick attacks 15% faster and last 10% longer. That just seems like a strict upgrade. So you can see, right, here is the base version that we already have. This is the upgrade, so we're kind of working our way around this side of the upgrade versus this side. But we can still get this one if we went and chose this one. It's just that this is going to unlock access to these. So +3 max targets, pretty good. I'm going to take this upgrade. And you get 2 seconds after you select, just so that way you can kind of plan where you're going to go the next couple seconds. Go ahead and freeze all our enemies here. Very nice. Go ahead and collect some orbs. We got some chests that'll pop up. Usually it's just experience. Sometimes there are little like chickens or things that'll pop up that'll kind of help you fight. On death, whips fire a beam at nearby enemies that deal double their base damage to the target and up to 4 additional enemies that the beam passes through, like that. We could also grab Blazing Bird. Just go for like a summons build. I don't know if there's anything that necessarily builds around summons. Or we can go Divine Quiver. When you begin to recharge your staff, so basically after you use your ultimate, 3 arcane beams strike nearby enemies, damaging up to 6 enemies in an area. I think I'm going to take the Vengeful Spirit. I think I'm just going to upgrade that, and we can maybe work our way to like Haunting Rounds maybe. Or we could do Reincarnage. Let's just go with the Wisps. And we're going to work our way over this chest here. There we go. There we go. And so you see we got the chickens. And the chickens are just kind of going to push enemies away, just help us a little bit. Let's bring them back up here. Oh boy, there's going to be a big old summoning there. Make our way through here. Bring them down here to our totem. Okay, little circle spawns. So basically, if we stand in this, we're going to get free boons, but we have to stand in the green circle. There we go. Let's see. What do we want here? Oh, this lock is just behind it, I think. Close call. What do we have here? Aftershock, which is when triggering totem is destroyed, it triggers 2 extra times. Not super crazy, but I mean, it's fine, but I think we can find something better. Your staff gains 50% attack speed and 25% recharge speed for 1.5 seconds after using innate. Innate ability is our right click, so that's our like secondary ability. This is pretty good. Gonna take this. Just makes our basic attack better. All right, now we have a speedier attack. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, okay. Dodge around. Grab some of this experience. Sitting here. Let's charge it up. There we go. That should be our free boon. Quaking Totem creates a 15 damage pulse immediately upon being created, and I don't really care for that very much. 3 max targets. That's the one we were kind of looking for. Actually, that's all the things we're looking for. I'm going to take the rock slide, though. Okay, there's some more crystals here that I need to get. There we go. Make our way through. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Make our way through. Okay, I would like to get this chest. I'm going to be honest. This is a game, for me, there's so much going on. My brain goes into overload, and I lose track. Like, it's almost like I just lose track of where my character is, where my cursor is, because there's just so much going on. This is like information overload, but it's really sweet. I really dig what's going on here. And we're only 2 minutes in. We still have 13 minutes to go. Snow Guard. Every 24 elemental effects applied, summon a snowman totem that attacks nearby enemies with 20 damage bolts every time you attack with your primary weapon. 2 max Snow Guards. So that's another totem that we can grab. And again, elemental effects. So we have a chance of freezing. Can also do this off of our ultimate. We'll get a Snow Guard. There you go. Include freezing, burn, static, and collecting pebbles. Every 40 times you recharge your staff, all beams gain +1 damage. No way. We're not going to be able to use our ultimate 40 times. 30 damage in area when activated. I've tried this before. I'm not super crazy about it because when I used it, it seemed to transform our gusts into just like a bubble around us. Didn't like that as much. I think I'm going to go with the Snow Guards. I've used Snow Guards before, and I kind of like them. Food over here is going to heal us up a little bit. So this going on right now, we picked up a potion that is just doing crazy amounts of damage everywhere around us. Let's go ahead and grab these gems right here, which give us a little bit more experience. Go ahead and ultimate, freeze everyone, so that way we can grab this chest. There we go. Grab the orbs. I'm in the middle of everybody. Oh boy, taking some damage. What do we want here? Trigger any on-death effects when they respawn, which we already have on-death effects, so that's pretty good. So I have tried this crystal construct before. Summons a moving totem. When you target it with your abilities, it creates 25 damage beams, which sounds really good. Or 25 damage beams towards 5 nearby enemies up to 6 times. Each beam can damage up to 5 enemies. Now, the problem I found with this, and maybe it's specifically with this character, there might be other characters, other mages that this is really good with. I have found that it's not very good with the Cryomancer because these can kind of just swim in the middle of enemies and they're really hard to hit. So they're not as useful as I thought they were going to be. I'm going to go with the Reincarnage. So that way they trigger their on-death abilities again when they respawn. Okay, let's see if we can get out of here. Thank you. Make our way around, bring them back into the totem. So that we take a little bit more damage. Okay, we're going to need to come up here, pick up some of the... There we go. We just popped a chest. Let's grab that. Totems gain extra range. I definitely like that. It's going to help out with our Earthquakey totem. Here we go. Let's bring them all up here. Get a nice little freeze off. Pop that. Go. We're speedy. Oh boy, let's make our way. Yep, make our way. The bottom right, you can see a number. That's how many enemies are on screen. And then, of course, we have our threat up top. That is just going to increase as our timer ticks down. Totems leave behind a 10 value gem when they die. It's okay. I think I'm just going to go with Blazing Bird here. Oh, the fault line's pretty good with the larger range. Now let's go with the Blazing Bird. That way we can work on more upgrades to this. I haven't figured out what these arrows are either. They don't really do anything. We do have rerolls and we do have locks, which I haven't really had a reason to use yet. There we go. Collect up. Just saving my ult here until I'm kind of... Now's a fine time to use that. Ooh, there's some food down there. Gonna go grab it. Here we go. Got a chest. Let's go ahead and pop that. Very nice. Oh boy, I am right in the middle of everybody. Mark 3 enemies with blade runes when you recharge your staff. Move close to enemies marked by blade runes to trigger a powerful rune-based attack on them that deals 35 damage. Runes last 10 seconds. Max 6 blade runes on screen at a time. Every 2 seconds, launch an explosive rune seeker near your targeting cursor that deals 30 damage, has 30% chance to freeze enemies in area. I kind of like that. Every 2 seconds? Yeah, let's go with that. It's also another freeze, which is going to help us make more snowmen. And I like to build snowmen. Ooh, there we go. There's a potion. Let's go. Let's go ahead and grab our free boon while we're pretty good here. Here we go. We also got Quake going down here. Like right now, I've completely lost track of my cursor. There we go. I wish I could make this a little bit better. Now, that being said, there are a lot of different features you can do. We'll take a look at all the different settings that you can customize after this go at it. Every 6 Blazing Bird attacks, it will attack again instantly, which is working us around this way. After impacting their target's fiery beam, energy passes through up to 5 enemies as it returns the bird, dealing 10 damage. Attacks, you have a 50% chance to instantly attack with your staff in a random direction. All right, let's go Spread Eagle. Here we go. Any food around? Any food around? No. Go ahead over here. Grab all these gems. Fantastic. Grab some more gems on this side. Let's see here. 4 impacts, but respawn is an additional 30%. On each pulse, 3 enemies in the area are impaled by 10 damage spikes. That seems pretty nice. What is this? This is Focus Pyre Curse. So this is its own thing. Burn effects gain 5 damage per tick, but bolts and beams... Got it. So this is the curse. So obviously, we have all our boons and our curse. So it's going to be pretty powerful if it's good on the build. For us, I don't think it is. So let's go ahead and go Rupture. Although there wasn't a Wisp upgrade. Maybe I should have gone with that. Let's go over here. Make our way over to the totem. So, okay, there's a little bit of food. Let's go ahead and get a freeze. That way I can just make my way down here. We are in unkind territory. I'm pretty sure it's felt unkind the whole time we've been jumping around here. Okay. More food. I think I took more damage than the food actually gave me. Make our way back down here to our totem. Hopefully it can help us out a little bit. Here we go. Let's make our way out. Collect this chest here, perhaps. Again, I've lost track of where my cursor is. Oh boy, taking some big damage here. Yep, taking more damage. God, there's still 10 minutes left. This is crazy, man. The small arena makes it so much harder than other bullet heavens on larger areas. When totems are first created, up to 5 enemies near them are struck with 25 damage beams, 20% chance to freeze. Okay. Let's go with Optitotem. I think I'm going to have to go, yep, down and around. Bring it back up into... Oh boy. Freeze. Thank you. Okay, going to have to make my way over to that chest. There we go. Thank you, Totem. I wish the Totem had food. I'm almost dead. I'm almost dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Nope. Yep. There we go. Yeah. Still 9 minutes left. Just crazy. Just crazy. Okay. So you get a little breakdown of everything here. Let's go to the main menu. Okay. So So Ice Blade Staff. In order to get the Ice Age achievement, you have to freeze 100 enemies. 100 enemies with your ultimate. That's a lot. Now, I don't know about any of these. So in order to see your achievements, you got to come over here. I believe it's under feats because this is Ice Age, right? Freeze 100 enemies at once with a Lethargic ability. So there's a lot of these that are, I don't know if they're locked. Basically, I'm not sure what exactly unlocks these because I started with none of them available. Now all of a sudden they're starting to pop up a little bit. So I'm not exactly sure what makes them appear because I can't click on like this question mark here and see what it is. So the only actual the only feat that I can actually see for the Cryomancer is this one. The other three, I don't know what they are. We have a demon catalog, so you can see all the enemies that we've gone against and kind of see. But again, like I can't see what their health is, so I don't have any kind of range of knowledge as to like the 15 damage. Is that a one-hit kill on these? Is that only half their health pool? Is that a quarter of their health pool? Not quite sure. So it's kind of hard to tell and get a bearing on how good that damage actually is. Here are our curios, and curios are basically everything that pops out of like chests and stuff, right? So what do we see? We saw the volcanic vial, creates 30 damage eruptions towards your targeter for 5 seconds, 100% chance to apply burn. There's the chicken that we saw, of course, food, all the gems that we can gather. The Lethargic gem, this basically charges up our ult. We have the burdens, which we don't actually see here yet. Curses, we've seen one curse, but we haven't picked any, so I'm guessing that's why they're hidden. And then, of course, all the boons. So we haven't even seen half the boons yet. Some of them, again, I'm not sure if any of these are hidden by having a different class selected. Currently, this is the only class that I can play in the demo, right? There's unlocked in full game. Now, there's also rings. Okay, so that's what this is. Okay. So this is basically your meta progression, right? And this is likely why it's been kind of difficult for me. This will probably make it easier. So let's go ahead and read here. Rings are unlocked in the full version, which is why I can't unlock any of these. Talk about arena and delve descriptions, see how some rings change. So basically, as I understand it, once you unlock a ring, you have the ring, but it is slightly different based on the gameplay, right? Because there's 2 different play modes. So for example, this gives you +1 boon choice when you select it, +1 boon choice on the first roll each time you earn an upgrade, versus in the delve gives you +1 burden choice too. So it basically makes it so that you have 5 burden choices. No, 6 burden, 6. Oh, 1 burden choice. Okay, so it's slightly different. I see. So you have 5 boons, but then you also have 1 burden that you can pick from. So yeah, they're slightly different, but as you upgrade or as you unlock them, you'll unlock each of the rings. 2 rings per type, right? This is a type, so you can only have 2 wisdom rings and 5 rings total. So basically, you could have 2 wisdom, 2 ambition, and 1 fortune. You could have 2 power, 2 fortune, 1 ambition, or you could have 1 of each. Equipped rings earn experience and can be upgraded 1 time. So there you go. There's some upgrades here. So let's take a look through like power, for example. Every 7th time, and we'll put it on arena since that's what we're playing right now. Every 7th time you use your innate ability, and innate ability is our right click, its recharge timer instantly resets. And then once we master it, I believe mastery is that upgrade, now triggers every 5th time. Healing effects trigger your staff attack towards the nearest enemy, 2-second recharge. Mastery is no recharge time. +1 max charge for your staff every beacon you fully charge. Max +1 max charge for your staff. Again, I don't know what this is, right? There was a boon that we could have taken that was a tower that adds charges. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's charges for our innate ability. Not sure there. Every 7th staff recharge. Staff recharges are ultimate, is instant. Every 100 enemies hit with your innate ability, gain +5 damage on it, max 20 damage bonus. That seems pretty strong. Now, what I don't know, because, again, this is the demo, is if you have to unlock these in progression, or if you can just kind of jump all the way to the end, unlock this one, and kind of piecemeal. My guess is you're going to have to go in terms of rows, so you would have to unlock this before this, this before this, and so on. Otherwise, you could just kind of pick and choose and be good to go. Let's go ahead and get one more run in. Give this another shot. See if we can have a slightly different build here. Oh, there we go. Maybe we can have like a beam type build as opposed to a totem build. Then we can be a little bit more free to go wherever we would like. First, I got to get some experience. Go grab some of these. Let's just knock out this chest. There we go. Oh, oh, oh. Almost there to our boon. There we go. Got wisps again. We could go close call because we did not go close call last time, right? But enemies within a short distance, you die, you have 30% chance to deal an electric beam, which is going to go up. Let's give this a shot. Let's try like a beam focused build. But that means that we're going to need enemies to die closer to us, which I guess is fine, right? Because then we're not relying on the totems to get the kills. We are the ones getting the kills. Ooh, okay. Okay, let's get some of these. Let's see here. We have the Quaking Totem again, but again, Blitz Beam. 3 points around your staff charge up, then unleash 2 beams each toward a rotating area around you. Beams deal 20 damage up to 6 targets. All right, let's get. I haven't even seen this before, I think. So let's go ahead and go with that. Okay, so that is kind of automatically going around us. So I'm going to be honest, I'm not really going to keep track. I mean, I'm going to keep track of it, but I'm not going to force myself to play around this. I'm going to kind of keep it as a bonus, I think. Every time it damages an enemy, probably want to go with that. Just make it so that we can ultimate a little bit more. Okay, some food down here. If I can, I'm going to get up to it. There we go. Okay, let's grab these gems. Now these, remember, these rainbow ones are just charging our ultimate. They're not actually giving us experience. Let's see. Frost Bomb? What is this? Gains 50 base range and can do 5 targets per beam. Now this is the one that's kind of circling around us. Let's go Divine Quiver. Gonna try and get to this chest if I can. Oh boy. Well, we got a free boon here, so let's go ahead and grab that. Enemies struck by close call are slowed by 30%. Slowing effects fade over time. Your staff recharges 15% faster. Close call gains 50% chance to trigger for 3 seconds after using your third ability. Let's go rapid chant. Let's just get more ults. Oh, we're almost there. We go. We can ultimate right here. Freeze them. We go. We get our free boon. Every third time you recharge your staff, all recharge effects trigger twice. Enemy struck by close call. Every time you recharge your staff, this gains 1 stack. At 3 stacks, your Divine Quiver is plus 3 beams on its next activation. Sure. Let's grab this volcano. When Blitzbeam orbs are first created, each fire beam on a nearby enemy dealing... Ooh, okay, let's do that. So this makes it sound like we're going to be less focused on the actual orb you're circling. That's how I understand that. Yeah, it's doing just nearby damage, which is good. So now it's kind of doing damage in 2 different areas. Okay, let's make our way up and around. Yeah, I'm kind of going... I probably should be going counterclockwise rather than clockwise here to make the most use out of it. Oh, boy. Okay, there we go. We got to level up. Gonna have to go up and around here. Minus 20... so this is a curse. Minus 20 damage to all bolts. But beams deal more damage. So this is kind of one of those situations where I wish I could see what I already have. So maybe what I would like to see is like a little number here off to the side somewhere to show how many of these I actually have. Because I'm not actually sure, because bolts and beams, they're very similar. Using your innate spell triggers any recharge effects. Again, what do I have that's recharge effects? I'm going to be honest, guys. My memory is pretty poor. Beams gain 3 targets, but deal less damage. I think I'm just going to go with wisps. Since we're doing a closer range build here, wisps are going to be pretty good. Let's go ahead and get some freeze off. make our way up here, trying to get the food, trying to get the chests. There we go. Quake and Quench should help us out a little bit here. I think... What is this? Your staff has -2 attack charges, but gains... Again, I just don't know what attack charges is. I think we're just going to go with the Frost Bomb. Nice. Get some food here. Perfect. Make our way back out, and we're safe. Charge up our ultimate here a little bit. And it could, to be fair, it could be that attack charges maybe is relevant on different classes. Maybe it's just not relevant on the Cryomancer, which is why I don't exactly know what it does. Okay, let's, make our way up to the food. Perfect. Let's see here. Recharging your staff triggers Frost Bomb. That might be nice. Or maybe I just want to go with the Blazing Birds. Gain a totem that spawns an orb every 1 second that grants +2 attack charges on your staff. Maybe attack charges is for our innate ability, and we can build up attack charges? Don't know. We're kind of going for an ultimate build, though, so let's go ahead and trigger that. Let's grab the food. Grab a little bit more ult charge. Here we go. Grab the food. Back up to 100. Very nice. Very nice. Lost a little bit of health there. Get a little freeze off. Okay, let's see here. Barrage. Frost bombs have a 25% chance to create another frost bomb on impact that launches in the same direction as the original. 2 staff charges. 5% chance, freeze chance to all freeze effects. I have a feeling that this just charges our innate ability, if I had to guess. I'm going to wait on casting the innate ability to see if it recharge. Does it recharge itself? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe charges is this right down here. The multiplier. I'm not certain what attack charges means. There we go. There's our free boon. Trigger Blitzbeam instantly whenever we recharge, whenever your innate spell triggers. Actually, this itself is a recharge ability, so using this is going to trigger this. That actually seems really good. Okay, got to be prepared to move around. Don't trap myself. Here we go. Gonna make my way over here to all this experience. Let's see. What do we want to go for? Just go for another beam. Actually, this isn't even a beam. It's a rune. See, so you see what I mean? Every 3 attacks, marks an enemy near the cursor with a rune and fire an electric rune seeker that deals 15 electric damage. So to me, even the ability here looks like a beam, but it's not a beam. This is a recharge. Your staff gains 50 attack speed and more recharge speed for 1.5 seconds after using... Oh, yeah, it's this one. Okay, let's do that. Just gonna freeze everyone, kind of reset the board here a little bit. There's a little bit of food there. Gonna try and make our way over there to get it. but not going to be stupid about it. There we go. Gonna be honest, I'm losing track of my cursor again. There we go, got it. All right, what do we got here? Every 2 times you recharge your staff, trigger Blitz Beam instantly. Second time you begin to recharge your staff, you also fire a 30 damage beam in a random direction around your cursor. Beam damage is up to 20. I think I might just go with this. I haven't tried Runeblade yet. Up and through. Okay, try and get another reset here. Oh boy, that's a lot of enemies that are spawning literally right there. Okay, gonna try and freeze and then come down and get my free boon. There we go. Oh, we're not really doing totems. Innate recharge time. Yeah, let's do that. Or no, maybe that's our free boon. Blitz Beam orbs now fire all Blitz Beams 50% faster and recharge 35% faster. When frozen enemies are affected by other spells, they have 20% chance to launch 2 bolts in a random direction, dealing 20 damage each. Bolts have 25. Yeah, let's go with that. Gonna make my way up and around, trying to get back over down here. Get a little freeze going. Okay, I keep clicking outside. Oh boy, oh boy. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Why can't I move up? Why can't I move up? Why can't I move up? There we go. Okay, so clicking outside the game is no bueno. Don't do that. Food. Go for freeze. Make our way, try and get this food. There we go. Try and get a little reset here. Oh boy, that's a lot of enemies. Okay. See, we can go fire beam at enemies from the wisps. When an enemy is frozen or has freeze applied while already frozen, gaining 30% chance to create a 30 bolt. Sure. Sacrosanct is okay, but it's only every 12 seconds. I think I'm just going to go with the avalanche. I just have to get more enemies off the screen. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're in trouble, we're in trouble. There's a little potion here that could really help out. Get some food, thank you. Let's make our way up here, try and get this boon. Freeze, try and reset a little bit. There we go. Blitzkrieg. Let's go Vengeful Spirit. Okay, let's see. Long shock? Or let's do raid distribution. Oh, there's some food. Okay, gonna try and make my way around to it. There we go. Nice. I should have waited a second for this next spawn. I keep clicking out of the screen. Oh, no. Okay, 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 okay. More food. Great. Got to deal with some of these ranged units. There we go. Nope, they disappeared. Okay, I'm not talking very much now, guys, because I am focused up. I'm focused up, trying to not die here. Let's see. 25% chance to create another bomb. I think so. Trigger your staff attack in 2 random directions after using your innate ability. No, let's go more bombs. Now that I just read that, I think staff attacks means literally the bolt, the ice bolt that I'm firing that has 2 different attacks. I think that's what it means by number of attacks. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. See here, potion. There we go. Nice. I literally cannot tell what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Now that I realize what's going on here, screen shake off. Yeah, so here's all the abilities. Let's take a second here to calm down. Yeah, a lot of different settings here. If you have trouble seeing certain colors, or maybe colorblind, or you know, just like different colors, you can change all that. Player beacon. Oh well, that would have been nice to know. Background dimmer, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so now I got to be careful here about exiting here. Okay, I wish they would have given me like 2 seconds like they do when I boon. Gonna be honest, I don't think that light up is helping all that much, but it's at least something. Let's see. Do we want snowmen? Now might be yeah, I think now's a decent time to go snowmen. We have so many freeze effects. Oh no. Is there any food? I'm gonna be honest, I'm barely looking for food right now. I'm just trying to escape. I mean, I need food, but I can't go in the middle, so I'm just trying to avoid every attack. Okay, we got a freeze coming up. There we go. We got some AoE coming down. Oh boy, oh boy. Literally 1 HP. Literal 1 HP. Yep, there we go. So close, yet so far. Oh, man. Well, that was much better than our first run. 1:50 left. We were very close. So it's clearly doable. Like, oh, man. I just wish that I could have unlocked... Man, this seems so hard to unlock. Ice Age achievement. And again, I don't know how to unlock these, but... yeah, that is Boons and Burden. I think the only thing... Hang on. Let me check this real quick. Full screen with frame? Full screen no frame? Oh, well, now I see that that's there. That's this little frame here. So I could have had a little bit more to see on screen. That being said, though, it is full screen. I do wish... So one thing I've been noticing that Bullet Heavens or games in general like this are doing nowadays... Well, I guess one thing I could do is, A, turn on auto attack. That would help me not clicking outside the screen, so that is kind of a workaround. There is an option that I've been noticing recently, which is basically it disables clicking outside of your main monitor. So I kind of wish that that was an option. Maybe it is, and I just didn't see it. Because one thing for me, I lose track of my cursor a lot. And so I end up clicking outside. Pretty small thing, though. If you turn on auto attack, isn't really an issue, right? And that has I think for me, I don't think it would adjust my play patterns at all, but it would just make it so that, you know, we're just constantly attacking like that, basically. So yeah, I think the attack number, interesting. So it actually looks like we attack way faster if I just hold it down. But I tried it in game. It didn't seem like it did that. So yeah, there are a couple things that I wish got explained a little bit more. Like, what was it? It was charges and attack number. I think attack number adjusts how many of these little orbs come out. Not certain about that. I just wish it was kind of listed somewhere so I knew what that was. But overall, this is a sweet little game. Obviously, there's a lot of cool abilities you can use, and I like the upgrade paths. It's almost a little bit like, what was the game that we played? We played a while ago. Was it Hell Survivors? It had an upgrade path that branched, but this is just a little bit more in-depth. Has a few more options and different types there. Obviously, we have the different characters, so if you want to try out the different characters, you gotta get the full game for yourself. Game is only $6, right? So for $6, you get all the characters, or, well, I mean, you're gonna have to unlock them, but you get to unlock all the characters, 2 different attack paths, you get all the rings. You also have the other game mode here, which is Delve, which might be actually a little bit more up my personal alley. I think this likely plays a little bit faster than this, just because you're playing. So for me, for my own mental capacity, right? If you guys relate to me in terms of how my brain works, for me, Brotato is a little bit easier for me to digest than something like Vampire Survivors, because you do get that little bit of break in between all the action, and you can kind of jump in and jump out. So if you're someone like that who needs a little bit of a mental break in between rounds, then Delve is probably going to be more up your alley. Or if you're someone who just needs to be completely focused and can't take a break, otherwise your concentration is just broken, Arena is probably that game mode for you. And the fact that this game has both is super, super cool. So if you guys want to check out Boons and Burdens, link will be down below in the description. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Here we play all kinds of roguelikes, roguelites, deck and dice builders, tactical strategy games, auto battlers, and so much more. Guys, I've been Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.